Hey, Kevin here with another Flippin' Dork Flips and Finds video of the week, where I show you different items that I find either by thrifting or yard saling or sometimes online, and then I'll sell them either on eBay or I'll flip them locally on like Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, places like that. I have a bunch of eBay sales I want to show you, but before that, let me show you two finds that I picked up that are going to be really good. Okay, so the first one here is this game right here. It's an electronic solitaire game. Alright, so this one is, the brand is Radica. This one is called Big Screen Solitaire. I'm not sure if you can read that or not. But it's the only one I know of that looks like this. You want to keep this in mind. This is probably the daddy of them all, alright? This is the king of the cream of the crop, I should say. So a lot of the Radica games, they're like blue solitaire, fun to play, but they top out at like $15 to $20 when you sell them. You can usually find them at like garage sales for 50 cents or $1. But this one is worth a lot more money. So this white one with the yellow, the first one I found several months back at a yard sale. I paid 50 cents. You can see how it has instructions and all that on the back. The one I found, I mean, someone was heavily playing it and it was all worn out. Anyway, I picked up for 50 cents. It sold for $42.95. All right. So this one I found at Goodwill for $3. It's in great shape. I looked them up. They were selling... the day before I found it, they were selling for $39.99, $44.99. Some of them were listed around $50. I decided to go high and see what happens, so I listed mine at $54.95. I got a wide range. I'll take about a $10 offer, so I should be able to sell it for somewhere between $45 and $55. Now, I've also heard these sell for even more money on Amazon, but I'm still kind of messing with getting that started, so I just went ahead and put it on eBay. So hopefully I get somewhere around 50 bucks for this, all right? So that's a great flip. The other cool thing is all these Radica games, you put a little bubble wrap on them, throw them in a bubble mailer, and they're like a couple bucks to ship out, like maybe $4 or something like that. So they're really easy to mail, and they're worth good money. Now, the next one I need to show you, it's on the ground over here. All right, so the next find is this right here. These are game cartridges for a VTech, like little kid gaming systems. All right, now it's a little bit outdated. I don't know how popular it still is, but when I looked them up on eBay, people were still buying them, but I did not see any lots this big, so I think that could be helpful. All right, so they are mostly for the VTech V-Smile. All right, but a couple of them are a little different. Here's one that's a V-Smile Pockets. You can see that the cartridge is a different color. It has a little V cut out on there, and then a couple of them are for the V-Smile Motion. So I'm not sure if they're all compatible in the same system or what, but they were all grouped together. I found them at Goodwill, just all in this bag, and it's taped up, and they had a $9 sticker on there. So when I looked them up, I think it will be worth it. All right, there are, now I'm gonna have to count again. I don't remember if it was 32 or 36. I'm sure you can count here real quick and see. But there's a bunch of cartridges. Most of them are games that are, you know, Disney, Sesame Street, Pixar, Scooby-Doo, things like that. And then there's a couple of the boring ones, you know, the learning, vocabulary, letters, math, logic, size comparison, things like that. I think for the most part, kids want them for the games. But I think a lot of them are from like 2008, so they're like 10 years old now. All right, couple of books, couple of cords, a bunch of instruction manuals. So anyway, when I looked these up, there was a couple of lots on there. They were not this big. They were maybe a third to a quarter of the size. And they were getting somewhere around $15 to $20 out of them. So I'm going to try to sell these all as just one big lot. I listed them for $59.95. I'll take a best offer, probably down to about 40, 45 bucks. We'll see what happens. But for $9, I think this would be a great flip. They don't take up a lot of room. They'll go in a small box. I might actually be able to put them in a flat rate box to save even more money, if that's cheaper than priority shipping. But anyway, hopefully these will sell. It might take a little while to find the right person, but that should be a really nice flip. Probably at least quadruple my money, if not more. All right, so we're going to start off the weekend sales with that ugly table and chairs. Ended up being a bad buy. No one wanted the thing. Finally, a lady contacted me today. She said she come from 2 hours away for her son's birthday party. She's cooking and needed a table. She offered me 50 bucks. If you remember, I paid 40 on it, so I'm only going to make $10. She also wanted me to take the legs off of it so she could fit it in her car. So, oh well, it sold. I made a little bit of money, and I'll just have to be more careful with my table purchases. So hopefully she'll show up pretty soon and I can get it out of here. Okay, so now for the other flips, as you saw, the table sold. Paid 40, it sold for 50. That was a bad buy. I thought I was gonna almost double my money on it, but it was just too ugly. People didn't want it. So I had it for like over a week. So the very first person that was like really serious about buying it, I just took it, made a little money, got rid of it. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so now on to the eBay sales. The very first thing that sold is this Coleman jug. All right, so I showed in a couple of videos ago that I sold a whole bunch of Coleman coolers. Those sell a lot better than these. This is the first one I've sold, but I paid $1 for it at a yard sale, and it sold for $17. Now it does include free shipping. It's not too heavy, but I imagine it's probably going to end up being close to $10 to ship. So it wasn't that great of a flip. I think the coolers are a lot better. Also, I think from now on, if I sell more coolers and jugs and all that, I will charge for shipping. I think that will help a lot. So anyway, it's not bad. I mean, it's in really nice shape, but you know, $17, that's about what they go for. Brand new, they were not much more than that. So I thought that was pretty good. Okay, the next one here is this flannel shirt. I'm going to take it all the way out because I have to fold it again. You can kind of see it's like a blue, black, and white flannel. All right, the brand is CE, so initial CE Schmidt. It's like a heavy-duty workwear flannel shirt. I mean, got a lot of weight. This is probably going to be a little bit pricey to ship out. But anyway, I found this for $3.50 at Goodwill, and I took a best offer at $21.95. I think I was asking about $25 for it. So someone got offered a little less. I decided to take it. So CE Schmidt is a pretty good brand. All right, as long as it's in good condition. All right, this next shirt. I showed this a couple of videos ago. I found this at my Salvation Army. It was the most expensive shirt I ever bought there. It was $5. All right, but as you can see, the brand is LL Bean, and they're calling this a chamois shirt. I thought it was flannel, but it's really soft. And I looked at it, and they're calling it chamois. Yeah, chamois cloth shirt, and it feels exactly like that, like a chamois you'd use to dry a car. All right. Now this was a big size, I think, that helped it. This was an extra large, but it was a tall, so it took the specific guy to buy it. Real nice blue, brand new with tags. See, still got the tag on it. So anyway, I paid $5 for it, which was kind of pricey, but I had it listed for I think $37.95, and I got a best, or it might have been $39.95. I think it was $37.95. I got a best offer for $33, so I decided to take it. And I will pay shipping. And again, it might be a little more than other shirts. It might end up being $7 or $8 to ship out, but that's still a good flip on there. Okay, the next one here, I was kind of experimenting with a purse. I found this at Goodwill. It was, it was $3. Okay, it was in one of the carts that when they bring out new stuff, it was on a cart. This thing looked brand new. I don't think it has ever been used. Had a pretty wild interior. Pretty interesting fabric back there. The brand, never heard of it, and not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Let me see if I can find it here. Tignanello, Tignanello. I don't think it's any spectacular brand or anything, but it is real leather. You know, kind of a 3 or 4 tone. I guess it's 3-tone brown with some black. Really nice shape. Paid $3. I had it listed for I think $33.95, and I took a best offer at $28.95. And I will be paying shipping on that as well. So again, it's probably ended up being about $7 or $8 to ship out. So I don't know. I think if I get any more purses, I'll try to find really nice brands. But this one's just in such good shape, I decided to try it out. Okay, the next one here, had a while. This is a Woolrich. It's kind of a coat, it's more of a heavy jacket though. It's a little thin, and really nice shape. I found this at, I think I found this at Goodwill for $4.50, and I had it listed. I started off, I think it was maybe $34.95 because it wasn't worth a lot. It wasn't even worth as much as like a good Woolrich wool coat. This is just nylon or whatever. Yeah, 100% nylon. So I had it listed about $34, $35. I dropped it to $29.95, and someone finally paid the full $29.95 asking price. So I went ahead and sold it. It's pretty light. I don't think it'll be too expensive to ship. I can put it in a poly bag, fold it up real nice, and it'll go out today. Okay, the next one is another experiment right here. This is an old antique book. All right, it's called Introductory American History by Bourne and Benton. Not in very good shape. You can see the pages are chewed up, the cover's in terrible shape, but it is dated 1912. I found this at an estate sale in the basement. I usually find pretty good stuff like in the basement or the backyard. Not where they put the good stuff, but kind of the junky stuff. I end up finding decent stuff. But anyway, I paid $1 for it. I couldn't get reception on my phone, so I just kind of guessed. Ended up not being worth that much, especially the condition. I was asking, I think $16.95. Somehow I forgot to click free shipping. I didn't realize that, and a guy offered me $12 on it. He said, considering the condition, I'll give you 12. So I decided to take it. All right. He's also paying $3.17 in shipping, so in total it went for $15.17. And the good thing about this is that it's a book, so I can put it in a bubble mailer and send it media mail, which is like the absolute cheapest way to mail anything. So it should be about $3 to ship, if not even a little less. So that's pretty good. The next one I found in like the stuffed animal pile at Goodwill. I didn't know what this was, and it's this right here. Okay, let me see. So the brand is Burley, and it is a baby snuggler. What this is basically a baby seat cushion for one of those seats you put on the back of a bike. You know, you see people riding around, sometimes they got their kid on that little seat in the back. This is like the cushion for it, and you can see where all the straps go through. Great condition. I don't think it was, I mean, it might have been used, but if it was only a couple of times. There's no stains on it. It didn't smell, no rips, snags, anything like that. So great shape. They were going brand new for like in the upper 30s. I thought mine was in such good condition that I was asking somewhere in the mid 30s, but I ended up dropping it eventually down to $29.95. Oh, by the way, I only paid $2 for it. They didn't have a price tag, and I only paid $2, so that's pretty good. So I've had it listed for a while. It took a few months to sell, but it finally did for $29.95. I am going to pay shipping, but it's really light, so it shouldn't cost very much at all. I should be able to just put it in a big poly mailer and send it as is. All right, this next one, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but I found this at a kind of a rundown. Once you're inside, it was in decent shape. It was a thrift store, but the thrift store was in an old, really rundown gas station, real scary looking place. But this is, let me find the brand here. It's a Western shirt. It's not a pearl snap though. The brand is Express Riders. It's a little bit yellowed over time. It's not bright white anymore, but it has the really cool Aztec. So it's kind of hard to see, but the shoulders are white. Then it has this stripe, purple, tan, teal right here, and then the bottom half of the shirt is this teal color. All right, so I paid $1.25 for it, and I had it listed. It wasn't worth as much as I thought. I had it about $20. I dropped it down to $16.95, and then it finally sold for $16.95. Now we'll pay shipping. It'll probably be about $3 to $4 to ship, so it'll be all right. It's a decent flip. At least I got rid of it. It's not in a real great shape though. Like the collar is a little bit yellowed and a couple of rips. So hopefully whoever buys it is happy with it. Okay, the next one was a really cool find. Check it out, Barbie. All right, brand new, sealed. Has a little bit of condition issues on the corners, but whoever bought this was probably buying it as a part of a collection. You can see the original price tag was $9.99, or yeah, $9.99. This is the Barbie. What are they calling it? So Much to Do Outdoor Fun. So Much to Do was kind of a line of toys. They had different ones, but this one was the Outdoor Fun. It's a camping set. It's from 1995. I found this at an indoor. I guess they call it a rummage sale. It was like an office building that was closing. The people were trying to sell it, but in the meantime, they had kind of a multi-family garage sale inside. So I paid $5 for this, brand new sealed. They didn't have a price on it, so I asked, and I think they told me, "Oh, how about 10?" I said, "Would you take 5?" "Oh yeah, I guess we'll take 5." And I looked these up, and these were going for good money. Okay, when I first listed it, I tried to go really high. I had it at I think $69.95, and I had people checking it out, but no real interest. I dropped it down a little bit to $64.95, and then eventually I put it at $54.95, and someone bought it. So I turned $5 into $55. Now I will pay shipping. It's going to be a little awkward I'll probably have to kind of build a box for this, but it's not that heavy. I bet it'll be about $7 or $8. So this was a really good flip. That was a great turnaround on that one. Okay, the next one is, again, another one of these Kohl's Cares stuffed animals. If you've watched my last couple of videos, you've seen I've sold some of these. They don't go for great money, but people do buy them. If you get them really cheap and you want a couple of bucks for an eBay sale, get a little feedback, these are pretty good to find. So I paid 50 cents for it. This is a line, it's off of a well-known book, but I can't think what it's called. Something, I don't know. Some type of lion book. And anyway, it wasn't worth a ton of money though, and I eventually sold it for $7.50. I think that was the best offer. I think I had it listed for about $10. But it is really light. It'll go first class. It'll be like $3 a ship. So I'll make a few dollars on it. I might, let's see, paid 50 cents, paid be about $3.50 a ship. I'm almost double my money on it. So I mean, not great, but at least I got rid of it. All right, and then the last one was a pretty good find too. I got this at a yard sale. It was one of the last yard sales of the season. And I bought a bunch of stuff there actually. A couple of really low quality bikes that I just flipped as is real quick. Man, what else did I get there? I got some other stuff too. A lot of local flips there that day. But they did have this. Now this is a camera bag. It's Canon. Alright, so it's in decent shape. It has, I mean, it has been used, and there's a couple of, you can tell whoever used it sat it outside in some dirt and things like that. But it's pretty clean. I cleaned it up. The main issue with it was this elastic cord right here was broken, so I actually tied it in a few spots. It's a little awkward, not the best looking thing, but it's pretty cool. It's got tons of compartments in there for all the camera parts and lenses and batteries and film and I don't know, whatever people use for camera stuff, tripods. Or actually, this is for tripod right here, the thing on the side you can hang like tripods off of it. And it's got the shoulder strap, so I would assume this is for like if you're hiking and things like that. Anyway, this is at the yard sale. I paid $2 for it. I had it listed, I think, at like $32.95 or $33.95, and someone gave me a best offer. One stayed away, so it would be cheap shipping for $25. So I decided to take it. Now I will pay shipping, but should be able to squish it and put it in a big poly bag and send it out. I don't think it would be that expensive to ship. So anyway, that was a pretty decent sale. It took a while though. I mean, I've had this for probably about 4 months, and it finally sold. So anyway, that is the flips and finds from the weekend. I got to get these all packed up and sent out today before the post office closes. So anyway, if you like this video, you like some of the items I'm showing you, go ahead, hit that thumbs up. It'd be really awesome if you could subscribe so I could help grow this channel up so other people can see some of these ideas. And again, thanks for checking it out.